Well, hello there. So this video is going to go over the audio tests, and I did some fairly thorough research on this. I actually ended up buying an audio device so that I could really know what the decibel level was, because there had been some rumors that the Integra was extremely loud and unlivable, and I didn't get that with my impression. I put 5,000 miles on it and have loved this car. So this is going to go over all of those different scenarios. I've got 4 or 5 different scenarios that I'm going to go over just to make sure that it's completely complete and that nothing has been left unturned. So hopefully this will be the conclusive evidence that the Integra has some really excellent qualities to it. So I hope you enjoy. I want to set everyone at ease. The Integra is an amazing car, and the sounds that you hear from it are only those that you want to hear. So, with that, please enjoy. Hello. We are going down the street here at 70 miles an hour. And we've got about 60 decibels. Anywhere in between the neighborhood of 60 and 65. Obviously, when I'm talking, it's louder. But when I'm talking, it's about 70 decibels. A quiet office is about 50 decibels. So when you think about driving in the 2023 Acura Integra, 60 decibels is actually not too bad. And actually, I'm not even driving. Sorry. I am idling. So why is it so noisy? Well, because I've got this fan on full blast. So if I turn it down, or even off, it quiets down quite a bit. Yeah, so I'm getting in the neighborhood of 45, 50 decibels. But it's very quiet. It's fairly peaceful. The insulation in this car is actually pretty good, but I don't think Acura has really tried to completely isolate you from the outside world. In fact, I think they've, and this is my own opinion, but I think they've tried to make this vehicle more lively. But yeah, here in an idle, with no fan on or anything, it's about 40 to 45 decibels. Now if I rev the engine, so let's get about 3,000 RPM. It's about 3,000 RPM. Okay. So engine sound does actually cause noise. But this is a good thing. We want to be able to hear the engine. And so I'm going to do a couple more tests just to show you what it's like. But my other video was really to show you that although there is sound, you will be able to hear the music inside, and you are very pleasantly living in this Acura Integra. Wow, it definitely did snow last night. Branches are like hanging over. And it's definitely snowing. See how it looks in the mid-morning. So looking pretty good. I have about 2,500 RPM. Now if I was to shift to third gear, I'm in fourth right now. So now you can see I'm about a little over 3,000 RPM. I've got between 62, 63 on average, yeah. So it does increase the decibels by a tiny bit. Go back to that. Oh. So going about 33 and nearing 3,000 RPM. So let's see what we get when we have about 3,000. So yeah, about 62, 63. So we've got about a little over 3,000 RPM. 3,500 RPM. About 4,000 RPM. So definitely noise engine increases the higher the RPM, as you would expect. So we've got about 50. But not bad, 65 decibels. Still totally fine. Okay, so we got pretty consistent decibel levels. The higher you get, the louder the engine. So if I go till 4,500 RPM, yeah, we got about 70 decibels consistently. Now let me shift down to fourth gear. Fourth gear, 2,800 RPMs roughly. Got about 62. Now here is just the engine with a little bit of fan on. So very quiet. Turn the fan off. Low. Definitely the higher the RPMs, the more noisy. And the wet road contributes to the noise, but it has really good insulation in here. It doesn't completely quiet the entire surroundings like your Rolls Royce would, but completely acceptable. And I've looked at some Beamers or Mercedes, and their interior noise is about 60 decibels at 70 miles an hour. And our Honda Pilot's a 2021. It's roughly the same as this. Might have been a little bit noisier than the Integra. Integra seems to be a little bit more quiet at 70 miles an hour. But yeah, you're going to get about 60 to 65. And when you're going at 70 miles an hour, I think you'll probably get about 70 decibels. So I'm running about 2,500 RPM. It's really wet outside, and so I'm hearing a lot of the rain or snow melted on the ground. And so inside the cabin, I'm getting around, with the engine noise and everything. I'm getting about 30 or 63, which is normally what I would expect to get driving at higher speeds. So the sound outside is definitely contributing. Yeah, we got some slush up here. Got some slush. So you can see the kind of noise that's coming in. As far as the sounds go, we're not reaching really high decibels. And we're going 40 miles an hour, so that the wet road definitely contributes quite a bit of noise. But then, of course, the tires against the pavement. So here are the road conditions. You can see we just had some snow here. Yeah, this is about as bad as you would probably expect to see. You know, if you've got the music blasting at 40 volume. So I'm just going 25 miles an hour. Now let me turn the music up. So the music is louder than the car is. Totally doable with your music. So we are driving on a rainy day, and we're going to see how this does going 70 miles an hour. So we're going to see what this can do at higher speeds. If you're going on a road trip or whatnot, I already did a video about our road trip. Teggy was amazing. I did do a video on sound and music just to show that you can be totally fine with the sound in this car and listening to music or having a conversation. The sound in this vehicle is not very loud at all. So yeah, here we are. We're at 70 miles an hour, and it's raining, so that's adding some noise to the vehicle. And 3,000 RPM. So we're getting about 65 decibels. Now if I shift into fifth, we'll get more RPMs. I've done a lot of tests with the sound, and honestly, it's about the same. So I'm going to go into neutral right now. So this is completely neutral. So we're talking pretty much the same decibels, even with the engine not running. So most of the noise here is just the tires in the road. So yeah, we're going 70, going to neutral again. So we're going about 70 miles an hour and about 65 decibels. Got the engine back, not in neutral anymore. So even in the rain, the Integra offers pretty great insulation from the outside world. And most vehicles in its class are going to be roughly the same as this. There's even some luxury cars that are in the realm of what the Integra has. So noise-wise, it's not noisy, but the interior noise, I think the Integra passes with flying colors. It's going to give you a really great balance of insulation, but at the same time, you're going to still hear the outside surroundings and your engine and all that fun stuff. So I think that's the purpose of the Integra, so you feel engaged with the road. And that is it. The Integra does it really great. So there you have it. I think we've gone over just about every scenario that you could possibly endeavor in the new Integra. The 2023 Acura Integra is a fantastic vehicle, and I don't think you need to worry too much about the interior sound. Of course, the only way that you're going to know for sure is to go and test drive it, which I highly recommend. You will fall in love with this vehicle. As far as the sound scenarios, Everything checks out. I think the Integra passes with flying colors. For me, I love to hear all of the sounds around. It just makes for a fantastic experience. So I hope you enjoy. And if you had any doubts about the sound, hopefully that alleviated those doubts and that you can go and enjoy your new Teggy. Thank you.